deficit.
Most importantly, stay calm. I mean, because you're not out of the game. By no stretch of the imagination are you out of the game. I mean, you're down 2 scores, 21-10. Very easily come back from. Especially here in SL football, and especially with the talent that they have, they can score quick. So I mean, they're not out of the game. So just keep their head in it and keep fighting forward.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what kind of what sort of changes that we see. Um, you know, um, both teams have had ample opportunity. Titans have taken advantage of more of their chances than the Yellow Jackets have, which of course is why we're looking at a 21-13 lead for them. The Titans will be getting the ball
And
to start this.
did one of y'all I am the refs to let them know that halftime was over?
I was waiting for you
Nope.
to be all
Oh,
set, but I'll tell them.
sorry. Yeah, I'm set now. And two, for everybody that's watching on Twitch, if the halftime show did not stream, I am terribly sorry. For whatever reason, I clicked start streaming and it didn't. And then when I even tried to come back this time, it gave me some kind of error. So I'm not quite sure what was going on, but I do apologize for that if you did not get to see the halftime show.
We will make it up to you somehow. We don't know how.
I'll refund twice the price of the stream ticket. So whatever they paid to watch it on Twitch,
Whoa.
I'll hook them up twice.
All right.
Or they can have an extra booger bear from my gacha that I bought 5 million of.
Good
You
old
know.
Oh,
Booger
they're
Bear.
getting a booger bear.
Booger Bear.
I really do feel bad for everybody who missed it because there's a lot of hard work that's put into those routines.
And,
They did an
and
excellent
surely
job.
they've got
Follow
a
it.
and surely they've got a recorder. Somebody that's recording to post it later.
Yeah, most cheer squads do have somebody recording them and putting
I-
them on
anyway,
YouTube.
Usually,
So.
usually there's no music for it anyway, so like as
I
far
know,
they
but
just
I
understand. But hey,
I dropped the ball.
it's
I'm gonna
something that
own
we
it.
can perfect,
I'm
as
sorry.
we progress on through this thing. Learning experiences for everyone. But both teams are back out on the field. Yellow Jackets will be kicking off to the Titans. It's going to be very, very, very important. They allow the Titans no points to start off this half because you're already in a hole. Last thing you need is to be in an even deeper hole, especially with some sort of big play. Titans already feeling pretty much all the momentum here from the first half. Last thing you need to do is just kind of pour gasoline on this fire. You need to kind of quell the flames early, get the ball back, get some points on the board. We've seen a lot of games turn around at halftime. So we're going to see what the Yellow Jackets have in store for us, the Titans as well. Kickoff down the middle. Ryan takes it, cuts to the right. Got a couple of blockers out in front, cuts inside, pushes through, tripped up, taken down by Tamed. 22 yards on the return. It's going to be first down and 10 on the 42-yard line. Titans come out in the power, and one thing, Syke, you were talking about this in the kind of in the second quarter, but I believe we'll see a lot of it now. They have a pretty good lead. Might look to go into burn clock mode as they hand it off to Ryan, and he takes it right up the middle, 5 yards before Dexter takes him down. If Dex wasn't there, Ryan would have had a lot of running room to the outside.
Yep.
And I do like how Kaz did not bite on that double handoff fake. He was right there to tackle Pitt if Pitt did indeed have the ball after that. So that was a good job.
And this snap will tell you everything about the Titans' second half strategy. If he doesn't take this snap until under 10 seconds, then
He's
know
standing back,
Yep.
and he's going to do.
Yep. So the Jackets are going to have to get ready for long possessions, at least 4 minutes. Because even if you hold them, they're getting 4 minutes.
You're going to have to you're going to have to shore up your run defense here because you're going to have to put them in third and long situations where they will toss the ball up. Pitt takes it and he breaks out to the outside, waiting for a couple of blocks. He's got Cash over there, drops back, throws it back across the field, incomplete.
And that was an errant throw. He had a guy there, and that's not on the receiver. I don't think he had a whole lot of an opportunity to have caught that.
Needed to be a little bit more up the field. It was a little too flat of a pass.
And two, every incompletion is buying the Yellow Jackets about 30 seconds.
Yeah, I was shocked to not see a run there. To be honest with you, I'm pretty sure the Yellow Jackets were gonna sell out on it regardless, but still kind of expecting that. Snap is gonna be a handoff right up the middle, double handoff right back to Pitt. He rolls over. He's got a receiver. He's got room to run. Cuts inside. Doesn't need the block. Jukes out the man on the outside. Picks up the first down.
I do like the way Yoshi played that time. He did not let the receiver beat him deep. He was right there with him.
Because they were looking for it. That's where they were looking to go.
Was.
Looking to beat him which they've only beaten them once, but they've had plenty of opportunities, just some overthrows
Yeah.
over on that side.
They've actually beat him like 3 or 4 times, but they've missed the pass. So
Well,
a couple times they missed the open pass, but that last time they burned them on it.
yeah, I'm not sure if there've been 3 or 4. I know I remember 2 attempts. One was a touchdown, the other was an overthrow. But there may have been more than that.
Yeah.
There was one that was just a complete miss that was supposed to be a catch too. So.
And there was one that was well overthrown of the receiver, and then he had the touchdown.
Yeah. Either way, they know they're going to that pass.
They've been beat a few times on that play. On that side.
Yes.
But they're back in the power, and they're going to line up. They're probably going to run this one here. Nope, maybe not. But we'll see. He's going to roll out.
He
Opens
should.
it, get to the
with
outside.
that number of blockers.
He's got a little bit of room. He's going to step up. He's going to drop back. Got a receiver wide open underneath, and that's going to be Gabriel. He's going to cut back across the field. Nothing but Yellow Jackets there. Bad angle taken on the backside, but taken down by Yoshi. 23-yard gain. Titans just easing on down the field.
If you are the Yellow Jackets, this is not what you want to be happening right now. Nope. You don't need to give the Titans, the ball and let them hold the ball and run the timeout and let them get first downs on you. That's what you don't need to happen.
Titans back in the power formation. Single receivers out to either side. Tight ends pulled close to the line. Ryden lined up behind Pitt, who's under center. Rayon, Schmoke, and Pasta. Still your front three. Gunny and Oscar, your receivers out wide. Enric and Gabriel, your receivers brought into the line. Tight ends. Pitt taking his time. Going to let this thing get to about 10 seconds. That's whenever he snaps it. Takes the handoff. Heads over to the right side. He's got room to run. He's going to look for the block. Cuts inside. Gets the block. Cuts back outside. Back inside again. Stumbled and taken down. But 13 yards later, get another first down before Troy's able to get to him. And the Titans are just easing it down the field. Getting closer and closer to the end zone.
I feel like you're almost going to have a turnover here if you're the Yellow Jackets.
A touchdown here.
Yeah, definitely.
That's just killer. You're starting to see with how the Titans play and how the Yellow Jackets have struggled to move the ball at times on offense. You're starting to kind of hear the tink, tink, tink of that nail being driven a little bit into that coffin. The Titans are one of the best teams at making it kind of a slow death for you too, because they're just going to keep the ball away from you, and it's just painful. But yeah, they're going to need a fumble. Yeah. Something's got to happen.
The fact that they've drove and they've already took away half this quarter already, and they're about to score, is really going to hurt the Yellow Jackets.
Same thing that we saw in the Panthers game. That the Titans did as well. Pitt dances around, breaks through the line. He's going to have room to run. Cuts back inside, taken down. Picks up 4 yards before Angelo gets there. Can't talk anymore. 2nd down and 6 at the 8-yard line.
And that was a coverage run. The Yellow Jacket secondary did a very nice job spacing out and keeping everybody under check there.
Yeah, but it's just one of those. Right now for the Yellow Jackets, it seems like they can only do one thing good. Either the coverage is going to be good or the run defense. They haven't found that balance where they're able to hold enough with their 4 in coverage as well as get enough pressure to contain Pitt. The Titans are a team, they do a lot of things well. You have to be decent kind of across the board, because if you decide, okay, we're going to drop everybody back in coverage, well then Pitt has the ability to pick you apart on the ground. And if you bring a lot of heat on him, he's going to be able to make a couple of passes as well. Pitt's going to push through, get stumbled, taken down 3 yards later by Troy again. 3rd down and 3. So if you're the Yellow Jackets, just hope to hold them.
Huge play right here.
3. Yep,
you want to make them force to 4th down.
Mm-hmm. And then put them in a decision, which I don't think really is a decision at this point. I think you take the 3 points every opportunity you can, to add a little bit onto that lead.
Yeah, this is a big stop right here. I think this is really going to be the one that changes the game right here.
Yep.
Either stop them or not.
I agree. Power formation. We're going to look for maybe that little double handoff thing, and then Pitt to roll out to the left side. We're going to see if I call that play. I'll be pretty happy with myself. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna wait and let this thing get down to 10 seconds as they have the entire time. Nope, I was wrong. Snap, and he heads over toward the left side. Waits to get a block, gets it on the edge, drops back, got a receiver.
Does have a receiver wide open.
2 receivers and a touchdown.
Wide open.
Right there, wide open. Gunny in the middle of the field, right in the end zone. Him and I think Ryden as well kind of had to pick a 2. It was 2 Titans fighting over who was going to get that touchdown. No Yellow Jackets even in the vicinity.
Yeah.
And just like that, all the way down inside of 3 minutes to go in the third quarter, they ate a huge chunks, over 6 minutes of this quarter, gone on that one drive. 7 points on the board. Titans 28, Yellow Jackets 13.
Well, I'll tell you what it looked like happened there. It looked like, the Yellow Jackets were so bent on the run, they were trying to stop the run, they just completely forgot about pass coverage.
Yep, that's whenever your middle linebacker
they were wide open.
is called into that run support, leaves the middle vacant, and if your secondary doesn't kind of shift itself in a way to guard against every aspect of the end zone, then you're really in trouble. Your secondary has to rotate down, and one of your safeties has to take that middle responsibility, and that did not happen for the Yellow Jackets on that play. So
great play by the Titans, though.
Definitely.
Great play.
And they did everything they needed to do on that drive. They ate a lot of clock. They wore down, because when I say wore down, of course you don't get tired because it's a virtual game, but it wears you down because you get so frustrated. And anybody who's played in a game like this, if you're the Yellow Jackets, that they're eating the clock. It's like when we were playing the Panthers or Panthers playing the Titans. They're eating the clock, and you feel there's just everything you do, nothing's working. You're not stopping them. You see the clock ticking away, and then ultimately they score more points. And you just get to a point where you start feeling like it's going to be nearly impossible as Troy goes off the right side after a little dancing around in the backfield, taken down by Rayon, who's been on point today. The defensive line gains no yards. It'll be 2nd down and 10 as we get close to 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right.
Down, set, out.
Yellow Jackets looking to find some life here. Snap over to the left, cuts back to the right, waits for the block, gets it, takes off running to the 35 to the 40, cuts inside, back outside to the 45 to the 50, inside again, dancing around, runs right back into pit boss, but picks up 23 yards, crosses midfield to the 48.5-yard line.
All possible by that one block on the end.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Down,
really good job. I think it was Bart over there who got the block to kind of spring on free. Cuts over, back outside, back inside, back outside again. Troy working his way to the left. And he's going to take off and try to run, get nothing. And Rayon again takes him down, stopping him at the line of scrimmage. Rayon just stonewalling Troy time after time tonight.
I'd say Rayon and Pit Boss is making Troy's life very, very hard right now.
Yeah, Pitt's getting that initial pressure right in his face anytime he tries to roll over. And then whenever he comes back, Rayon's just playing his position on the line. Gets a nice block there by Yoshi. And it's going to spring Troy free. Cuts back inside, back out, juking around. Still trying to stay alive. He fumbles the ball. It's going to be picked up by the Titans. And when it rains, it pours, ladies and gentlemen. And it's looking very, very bleak in this storm for the Yellow Jackets.
I had almost made the comment earlier that we had not seen the ball hit the ground yet, which with as much running as the QBs have done tonight, kind of a rare thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I will say, if the Titans, they just need to keep pouring it on. This is the opportunity to put the game out of reach. This is the opportunity to close the game out, per se. They need to do everything they can to try to get points on the board here.
Handoff, double handoff, back over to Pitt. He's going to roll over. He's going to maybe take a shot down the field one-on-one. He didn't want to do it. No sense in risking it. Had a receiver open over on the right side. Doesn't want it across the middle. Pretty good coverage right now by the Yellow Jackets after the play's kind of taking a lot of time. Ball's thrown up. And, nice.
I am completely at a loss right now.
By Dex. Wow.
I don't know why that happened.
I don't even understand that at all.
Great pick by Dexter there. Great job, Dexter.
Yeah. Great individual effort by Dex right there. Ball was tossed up. The play's breaking down. Nobody's really open, trying to go all the way back across the field. Dex gets the ball back for the Yellow Jackets. But all that really did was just eat up more time, take more opportunity away. Every time the ball's in the hands of the Titans, that is not good news for the Yellow Jackets, especially whenever they're not getting any points at all. Troy takes off, runs up the middle, picks up 1 yard, and I'm going to toss in about Combatant really fast. Combatant is the first and still the lead innovator in high-quality 100 original mesh and clothing products aimed for the football community within SL. They offer a wide range of products from jerseys, cleats, helmets, compression clothing, uniforms, hand warmers, gloves, and much more. That is Combatant. Leave your mark. Snap. Troy drops back, heads to the left, dances in the middle, got room to run if he wants to. He's going to cross, going to juke out Rayon, going to go back to the sideline, going to dance back around again, going to be tripped up and taken down 12 yards down the field. Pit Boss comes in, cleans it up. But we are already in the fourth quarter, and the clock is running. So, I mean, you look up at the scoreboard, you see the time ticking away. You know that the Titans are more than likely going to get this ball back. You start going, all right, well, what are the chances? They yell at one, they're gonna have to like score in like the next 4 plays for me to say, well, there's an opportunity, just with how the Titans have been playing, because we won't see the Titans throw the ball again, in my opinion. Tosses the ball up, going toward the middle of the field. It's gonna be 2-on-1, and it's going to be caught.
If it stands,
Kane.
If it stands,
Tamed Ember.
He might have been out the back.
He might have been across the line.
They're going to review it, I'm sure.
But any case, until they tell us otherwise, huge play. I said that they were going to have to score quickly.
Yep.
And the Titans did ask for that review, so.
And they potentially did. So, as they review the play, I'm sure. But if it stands,
I feel like I'm just going off of live speed action. Well, no, you know what? I'm not going to say anything. But
46-yard potential touchdown play from Troy to Tamed. Right across the middle, toward the back of the end zone. They're going to review it. They're going to see if it stands. And while they do that, we'll talk about Hydra. At Hydra, you will find an array of modern, urban, trendy fashion footwear and accessories for both men and women. They feature mostly mesh products, but also have a pliers-based clothing for the mesh bodies for the ladies as well. They also offer their VIPs 300 Linden of in-store credit every month, regular gifts, lotteries, and much, much more. That is Hydra. And if they can give you 300 free Linden, and it looks like the Titans are heading back, like they believe that this play is going to come back. Except for maybe 3 Titans. They don't know.
Just in case it's a quick snap.
Well,
waiting.
While they're still waiting, something new. Props, poses, and all sorts. Families, couples, singles, and themed props and poses. All priced low, but top quality. That's something new, ladies and gentlemen.
So what, are we trying to bully the ref into the call now?
That's very possible. But what we the only thing, and I say that it needs to be reiterated, probably in the rule book as it is in NFL. You have to have when you look at the play, if you review it and you're not 100% sure, then you have to stick with the original call.
Yep.
Like you can't go, well, maybe potentially he was. If it's not like 100%, if Sykes' camera angle isn't right on it, if you don't look at that and you say, all right, he was out of bounds, then to me you cannot overturn a play on the field.
That's the way it should be. It's got to be, inevitable, undisputable evidence that it was not a touchdown for them to ever wrote.
Which we know it's not a perfect system, even in regular football, because I can look at a play, you can look at a play, we can see different things. But majority of the time, you go, okay, that was it, that was in, that was not in. Like, if the two of us look at a play and we can't decipher what happens, then it shouldn't be able to be overturned.
Well, my only complaint is, and this isn't aimed at the field, this isn't aimed at the officiating crew, but I feel like we need to make a decision that we either trust the field or that we don't. I'll say this, and I won't name a game so that nobody feels like, but I've tackled a guy on the 3-yard line before, and he's in the lay down motion at my feet, but he pushes forward across the goal line, and that's called a touchdown. He was on the ground for a second before he even pushed forward, and it was overturned and ruled a touchdown. But the field said he was down on the 3. And there's a whole bunch of situations where on this case we overrule the field, in this case we don't. I don't like that. To me, you either trust the field always or you don't. Now this is a situation that not necessarily applies to that because the line went off, but it's one of those. It's kind of like the delay in the handoff that the Titans have been using all night long. That sometimes the ball registers. Sometimes you run across the line and it don't even turn red or whatever the cross line. So I don't know. But
Well, let's just end the conversation here. It's like what angle did you have on that touchdown right there? Did you have a good angle on it?
oh, they'll be able to tell if he was over the line because I saw it. I saw the line turn,
Okay.
so I'll they'll know. I don't want to share my personal opinion because this is their decision. And
Well, they can't hear you.
Well, if they're watching the stream, but surely they would be watching the replay. I don't.
The only thing that I'll say about that, because we're talking about what if Troy crossed the line.
Yeah.
We're talking about we had a game, we did, where a touchdown was taken away from me because they said that Cam crossed the line. Now, what happened in the game, even after they reviewed the play, it still stood. He throws the ball, and after the ball is released, he crosses the line, comes back across it, and the line turns red. Now, the line turned red. In this game, it did. This game was against the Titans whenever this happened. The line turned red, but the ball was out before, but because of the delay, after the ball is released and he crosses the line, the ball's gone like yards down the field. It turns red like in the middle of the ball flight. So the other team sees the line's red and goes, "Hey, he crossed the line." Well, they go back, they review it, and somehow it stands. Like, there are situations where that happens. I didn't see him cross the line, so I'm not gonna. And I was on top of his head. So.
I don't understand why it takes this long to decide that. I mean, it's a pretty quick bang bang decision if you look at the stream.
Either he did or he didn't. I mean, either way, he did or he did.
I would personally right now issue a warning or a flag for the Titans to get back over on the correct side of the ball. I mean, if the play gets overturned, you're going to have a chance to run back there, but I don't know. To me, that's just a poor showing right now. A little bit of a disrespect to the officiating crew to give them enough time to sort it out, to run all the way back and say, no, we know we're going on back, but that's just me.
We'll see what Rasden ultimately decides. Why he does that? Why don't you tell us about our next sponsor, Dre?
Certainly, Matthew. It's the Players Club. Founded in 2011, is the home to some of the friendliest staff and VIPs in SL. If you are looking for a fun place to hang out, listen to some great music, meet new friends, check out the Players Club located in the Players Plaza. As you listen to the tunes, take a walk around the plaza where you can find something for everyone.
Well, hi guys. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So why did you need to run all the way back there? I don't get it. I don't like it. To me, it's trying to bully the ref into making the call your way, but whatever.
Well, while they're doing this, a new chopper, a new necklace, and of course both men's and women's attire. For aspiring designers, we have a full perm texture and template store, and if you are looking to have a new picture done, we have that too. And for all of the Ohana Packers fans, the Ohana Packers team store is located in the plaza. So come check out the Players Club and Plaza today.
Big play that is upheld. A 8-point game, so one possession for the Titans, 28, Yellow Jackets 20. We're going to see, there are 8 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the half right there. And that red line, it can be kind of iffy at times. Just because it turns red doesn't... Like I said, we had a game where the ball was thrown 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage. The ball is out, but he's still in the throwing animation, and he crosses the line. And even though the ball was out, it was still ruled that he crossed the line. So I didn't... from what I was looking at, I didn't see him cross the line, so I don't really have an opinion on it either way. Pretty sure it's like your camera angle was better than mine. My focus was more down the field as soon as the ball was released. So I'm not even going to comment on them.
That is the call that I felt like would be made based on what I thought that I saw, but being live action, you don't really know.
Yeah. Very true. But regardless of what happens, a huge play, huge opportunity there for the Yellow Jackets is taken. They get the points. 8 minutes and 1 second to go. Titans going to look to bleed out the rest of this game. Yellow Jackets going to have to put their big boy pants on defense, get a stop, and a 2-point conversion to potentially tie this game. So as we get down toward the wire, really starting to pick up. And Pitt's going to take the ball up the middle, cut back outside, tackle from behind by Cash. But he does pick up 5 yards, and that does get the clock rolling. Like you said, even if you stop them every time, it's still about 4 minutes that's going to be eaten off of this clock. And like we said, Yellow Jackets need a touchdown and 2-point to make it through, to potentially tie the ball game, or it will tie the ball game. So power formation, Pitt's going to step back, and he's going to wait on the clock to continue to roll down.
And see,
When he
and
does
this particular approach, I guess, is why their last possession was even a little bit more of a mystery to me. Why, with 15 points and a quarter and a minute left, do you run a rushed play that ends up in a turnover? That really is the only reason this is even still a game right now.
Yep. One of those things whenever you outthink yourself,
I
Instead
felt
of
that
just-
way, yeah, when I
instead
saw
of
the
just-
play.
getting up and running and just running the play. Snap, Pitt heads over toward the right, waiting for a couple of blocks, cuts inside, gets the blocks, cuts back to the middle. Woody takes him down
Good
3
stop
yards.
there.
So third down, says 2. That's like 3.
That's a very long two.
That's a very long 2.
Like
We're gonna say
closer to 4
Yeah.
math.
Third down and 17. here.
2.98736.
We're going to round up to 2.
Yeah. Makes sense. But power formation here. Maybe,
A big stop right here for the Yellow Jackets. They need this to even stay in this game. If they get
And
a
then
first
you know
down,
that
I
even
feel
if you do
it's almost
stop
over.
them, the Titans are going to toss the ball up into your secondary. So that's what they do.
Even on a short?
Big play right here. They need a big play. Yellow
I
Jackets
mean,
need to
they
come
might
up
would
big.
utilize maybe a comeback route, but look for an easy run. But usually, just in the times that I've played against them, even in the shorts, they do it. But it's going to be no handoff. He's going to take it over to the side, and Troy's on the outside, cuts back inside, back outside again, gets the block. Angelo's on the outside. They got Yellow
Good
Jackets all
coverage.
around him. Breaks back over to the right. He's going to try to maybe fight toward the corner. Poor angles taken by the Yellow Jackets.
Wow.
It's going to be converted by the Titans.
If that
They
play
had 'em.
That
Poor
right there is going to
angles.
hurt.
if that play lasted 40 seconds, 35 of it was flawless by the Yellow Jackets, and then the last 5 it broke down.
Yes, they did. Great play by Pit Boss there to take the right angles to get open on that outside right there because they had him surrounded. He was down.
Yep.
And he got his way out of it. Good
So
job,
another
Pit.
potentially 4 minutes gone away from the Yellow Jackets, and maybe even more right there. 13 yards. Titans another first down.
Gonna have to start using timeouts.
Tink. Starting to put a little nail in it because they are 1 first down away from having 3 points on the board, and that would essentially end the ball game, in my opinion. You need a touchdown, 2-point conversion, onside kick, and then a field goal.
Yeah, because nothing
And a
crazy
5-minute
ever
times.
happens in a Titans Yellow Jacket game.
Well, I mean,
Nothing.
It can happen, but I'm just, odds are not ever in your favor.
No,
you
they're
know.
gonna have to make them beat you in the air right now. You're gonna have to commit with your rush because you
Trust
gotta
your secondary against
yeah,
the receivers.
you've got to force the ball in the air to either get the turnover or hope for an incomplete to stop the clock. But you can't just keep letting him run. You can't.
Yep.
And they've been sending 5. I mean, it's been 4 in the secondary.
Yellow Jackets making a push to come back here. We're going to see if the Titans can stop it.
Oh, huge
Got
block.
right in there,
They
but
almost
very
had him.
good blocks on the edge. Pitt dances around, gets the blocks on the outside, comes back, heads back to the sideline again. Really good job by the Yellow Jackets, kind of tanking them around.
Great
and
job by
takes
Troy
them
there.
I would
down.
use the timeout, and they did. Yep.
9
Smart
Great
timeout.
loss. Timeout on the field. Yellow Jackets. While they do that, we will talk about The Meshed, and it is a monthly event that opens on the first of every month. Each month they provide top quality original mesh designers to help fill your needs for fashion and home garden designs. They aim to provide the best of the best for the shoppers of Second Life. That is The Meshed. And you play ball like a girl. Women's sportswear and accessories look pretty and play dirty while supporting your favorite teams with You Play Ball Like a Girl jerseys, tops, bottoms, and more. Check them out on Marketplace and keep a lookout for some exciting in-world store news coming up soon. Check out their marketplace store for all your sportswear needs. That is You Play Ball Like a Girl, and a great sponsor with us on the Pulse as well. And the Cabana, a friendly club featuring the best in rock classic rock top 40, country, romance, laughter, fun, family, great music. That is the Cabana. The Titans snap, head over toward the left, trying to get a couple blocks for Pitt to be able to work. Doesn't get it, and he swings
Great
around, and
breakthrough
Troy
by Troy
again.
Briere.
1 yard, maybe another timeout. Yes.
Shakes around the blocker, the potential blocker in front of him, shakes around him, swoops around, grabs
Third
Pitt
and
from
18,
behind.
and right here you have forced the Titans into a passing situation.
Mm,
I would say yes.
Not-
Unless, I mean,
not if you're
unless
gonna
it was a
heave it.
I
wide
would say
open run.
I would say they're a pass situation, but most importantly, the last two plays that knocked them backwards 9 yards, and then a couple more yards took them out of field goal position.
right.
So great defensive stand for the Yellow Jackets right
Unless you just pull your defense completely away and Pitt's able to run for about 10 yards here or more. You know,
I keep doing what I'm doing, and that is make them put the ball in the air. Make,
Yeah, that's right. I agree.
So the ball's about to go back in play. This game
Ball is
definitely
back
delivering.
in play. Big third down. Who wants it more? Opportunity here for the Yellow Jackets to show they want to get right back in this ball game. Pitt heads over to the right side. Gonna see what he does here. He's gonna cut inside, and he's gonna look
crossed.
to run. He jukes out the guy, and he's back behind everybody.
Oh,
in one of the
no.
biggest plays
Wow.
I've seen in a long time. Right there could be it.
You
Pitt ball
can't let that
single-handedly
happen.
Just
You want to talk about somebody who
absolutely
just came up big
terrible.
for their team. Pitt
Just-
Boss just took it on his back,
he
carried him
did.
for the first down to potentially put this game pretty much out of
Amazing
reach.
run
I mean,
by
great
Pitt,
run.
and I don't know what the defense of the Yellow Jackets, as far as just running into blocks, giving up the sideline, just everything that. I mean, you were in third and very, very long, and you let them just take it up the sideline. Oof. Really, really
that
good
play right
though
there is
by
going to
Pitt.
hurt you. Yeah,
Yeah.
great
That's
play by
just
Pitt.
incredible. Not only that, but you burned 2 timeouts. You got what you wanted, and then you just got out of the way and just let them have it. You know, like here you go.
Right.
You know, 2 downs was 2 downs of it was not enough.
And
Angelo
now they're right
Gleason,
back
man.
out of field goal position.
Yep.
Wow.
But
No. All right. So if you do the numbers here, they're going to run it down to the 2-minute clock, and this will be second down. So then
timeout.
they do still have one timeout that would presumably be at the end of the third down play. They're going to get the ball back if they hold them. But I mean, again, given their
What, like
propensity,
15 seconds?
yeah, given their propensity to be like,
They're
we'd
gonna
like
probably
to
run this for a first down.
Right. I was going to
Like-
say, watch for the double handoff move again. That's going to blister down the left
Did you
side.
just say they're going to run this one for a first down?
I mean, they might. I mean, they just picked
Let's
up
go
20
off
on
of
the
what I
ground.
just saw. I mean, like, you had them in, optimal position. And, like, what we said, that play, and of course, they're going to have another opportunity coming up here shortly, potentially. But, that third down play, it's like, who wants this game more? And Pit Boss is like, I do. And all the Yellow Jacks were like, I'm just gonna move out of your way. I'm gonna dip back and forth. I'm gonna run to a block. I'm gonna give you the sideline, and then you're gonna get behind everybody. And our secondary is not gonna come down because apparently somebody's not communicating that he's crossed the line 15 yards ago.
Well, right here, I mean, I think this is a pass play. So if they throw the pass here, I mean, they're a
No
good
way.
long way away from the
No
first
way
down.
is this a pass.
If they throw a pass, that could
No
potentially
way.
stop the clock. And
drop
they
him
still
back.
have a timeout. He's
And
going
that
to throw.
might-
He's
Well,
got
and
to
he-
throw.
back. He's dropping back. He throws
see?
the ball.
Incomplete. Boy, that's a
Look
gift.
at that. Oh, almost
Out of
Did that
bounds.
stand? No, is that a bounds?
I
That was on the sideline.
Oh.
Ooh, buddy.
Oh.
I got a
That's
shot of
really
it, but
close.
I ain't sure.
I don't think he was
Guys.
in. I don't think he was in.
I don't
I'm gonna
even.
say that.
Yeah, I'm not
Where
sure.
I was, it didn't look
I
like
think
he was in.
was out. My angle showed I think he was out. But still, that's whenever you're like, all right, let's make the pick. Let's make the ref decide, which of course they're not gonna
Either way. Yeah, and they're already undoing it back to 2 minutes. So it'll be third down now.
do. I mean, they got to take some time off the clock.
A little bit. Yeah, it was like at 1. 50.
Be that as it may, great defensive stand right
Yep.
there by the Yellow Jackets. I mean, they done exactly what they needed to do.
Gotta
Push
do it
it
again.
back, make him throw it, stop the clock, save their
That's on
timeout.
a third down.
Third
It's
down.
third down here,
Yep,
so I
that's
mean,
third
we
down,
got a
right?
football game, guys. The Yellow Jackets are still in this game.
Yep, they should take about
Cass is
10.
asking, that should be third down.
And of course, the Titans are going to say we should have some time taken off of this.
Hang on. Yeah,
It should be a
Hang on.
minute 48 seconds on the clock, and it should be third down. The minute 48 is whenever Troy
Hang on.
intercepted it. So
He's gone back to the. Sorry, go ahead.
The time doesn't come off from the play that we just ran. I mean, I get that it reverted because it was caught out of
Yeah,
bounds.
yeah, yeah.
but why
I
would the
get what
time
you're saying.
actually, I mean,
Hold on a second.
Psych in here getting all the
Well,
information.
neither team is happy right now
What
because
about the down?
yeah, because the Titans are saying
It's just as if the play it was just thrown out of bounds. So 148 or whatever, and then
yeah,
down.
and because both teams are happy right now because Raston just rolled it back to second down and 2 minutes. The Titans are
Minute
saying
48.
no, yeah, take the time off, and the Yellow Jackets are saying roll the down. But it's still not right. They're still reading second
It still
down.
says second down though, refs.
Be that as it may, it has to read third down because that's what the play is. It was an
Yeah.
incomplete pass.
And
So, I
the
mean,
the Yellow Jackets are
And
voicing
it
that.
should be 148. It should be 148 where he caught the ball because he caught it out of bounds, incomplete pass. I mean,
Yep.
enough said. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, it should be third
Yeah,
down.
So are we gonna? It's third down, right?
But we'll see. After this play,
And
what
they've
it's
yet
gonna
to fix
because I
it.
know sometimes the field, like you can change it on the HUD, but the field will so after this play it'll jump to fourth down. Like it won't change on the marker and stuff.
No, because he reverted it.
Yeah, I know, but even if he's gone and he's made this third down. there
Okay, it
goes.
looks like it's
They
changing.
just
It's
changed
changing.
Also, we only
It's
used
lagged
2
sometimes.
timeouts, and the
Sometimes
play
it'll
clock
still show
says that
second.
there's 0
Yeah, like if they
routes.
would have went ahead and ran the play and it would have said second, then like the next play it would have jumped to fourth down. Because sometimes the relay for it to change on the scoreboards and on the little field ticker thing is there, and it lags
Now
a
there's
little bit.
there's also a problem. Okay, and they've already corrected that.
Thank
The Yellow
Okay.
Jackets also at some point were registered as having no timeouts left, but they did fix that. All right, so we're all set now. Third down, a minute 48, 1 timeout to go. Again, I would have just ran that ball and forced them to use their last timeout, but hey, that's me.
I would have just taken the loss probably when it started breaking down really bad.
Yeah, I thought he was right there on the out of bounds line.
It
And
was
I potentially
close.
see they're going to do the same thing here. I potentially see they're going to push him back here. And he's
Three
going to have to throw it.
receivers. Yep, 3 receivers to the right. You know he's going to roll over that way. And maybe look for he's going to roll to the right. He's going to dance around. He's going to get over to the sideline. He's
Oh,
going to
there it
make
is.
them burn it.
Yep.
2 minute
Make 'em burn it.
warning. No. They
Nope.
tried to.
2-minute warning. It is 2-minute warning.
No,
No,
it
it
was a
shouldn't
minute
be.
48.
They've already had the 2 minute
They've
warning.
already had a 2 minute warning.
Did it stop the play?
Is that a minute
Do they
48?
know that though?
Yeah, the Titans are asking.
I'm pretty sure the Titans do.
The clock has.
They're
stopped.
asking about it. Razin said he doesn't know what's going on with the clock right now, so yeah, they just put it in play.
Timeout. But you should. But the Yellow Jackets should have said timeout.
Yeah.
They should have told them immediately so that none of those extra 4 seconds should have ran.
Yeah,
Now,
I
at
agree.
this point, I know it's 4 seconds. That's a play. You
Yeah,
need that
definitely.
timeout. That's whenever you're it doesn't when they said, well, we want it to start now to be timeout Yellow Jackets. It doesn't matter.
So this will essentially be the game.
Yep. It's gonna be a toss up.
Now, I mean, the game could keep
Yellow
going
Jackets
from
are
here,
ready
but this
when,
play does has the potential to end the game.
Yep.
I
For the
drop
Titans.
I drop everybody back into coverage, and then the second he crosses the line, send everybody to tackle. But that's just me. I wouldn't rush nobody. I'd drop all 9.
If you're that secondary, you need to start calling where that bunch is.
Because I mean, it's 20 yards. If you can't figure out that he's running, to get back up there.
Well, last time.
Well, I agree.
Now they're doing what I would do. Send Angelo and Troy back. Send out your great receivers back for the bunch.
Tosses the
Try to
ball up.
intercept it. There it is.
Somebody's gonna come down with it,
Pick!
and it's gonna
And
be
pick.
intercepted. By
Yoshi,
Yoshi,
he's
and
still
he's
on his
going to be
feet.
on the return. He's going to make his way up. He's going to pick up 9 yards.
Oh boy!
Minute 21 seconds, no timeouts, down 8 points. The Yellow Jackets have an opportunity to potentially tie this ball game up and send us into overtime.
Yep.
So we're going to see if Troy has a little bit of magic left in them. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Yellow Jackets, a minute
Down, set,
21 seconds to go. on the 17-yard line. Snap, rolls over. He's going to take off and run.
Better
He's going to
step
pick
out.
up what he can,
Yep.
and he's going to get out of bounds. A minute
Smart
14,
play.
11
Very smart
yards.
play.
That's a gift. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're only rushing 2. They're dropping everybody back. He can do
Yeah.
that all the way down the field and
That's
score a
right,
touchdown
but you
just
do
doing
that. Well, not even score the touchdown, but the fact that you can do that until they're really going to probably shore up when you get to the 40, but you're in striking distance of the end zone then with a pass.
They
Now
changed
they're
that
going to
up.
rush
Now
a
they're sending back
little
to
bit
3. Yeah.
more. Bring a little bit
They're
more
going back to
pressure
their
on him.
normal.
Troy dancing around.
Oh, good
nice
move.
cut right there.
He's gonna have to get a
He's
block to
gonna
make
block
it out of
the
bounds, though.
Backs out.
Wise
gets to the
choice.
He
sideline,
can't take a
gets out of
chance.
bounds.
Yeah.
Smart play by
Wise
Troy there.
decision. He gave up about 5 yards
Yeah.
to make sure that he got out of bounds.
The receiver picked wrong on who he needed to block. He needed to push up, get that guy on the outside, or to let Troy get really past the first down and out of bounds. But regardless, 7 yards. They haven't eaten up too much clock. A minute and 3 seconds to go. They're moving their way down the field here. Troy snaps, heads to the right, comes back to the left. He's got room to run. Going to need to get out of bounds.
Wow.
Nice juke.
Wow.
Buddy.
I
Ankles
don't
at
know
the
who
40.
that was, but we need an ambulance on the damn 40-yard line right
56
there.
seconds to go. My goodness.
Putting
Nasty.
the team on
Somebody's
his
gonna
back
need
with
some,
that cut. Yeah.
Somebody's going to need some reconstructive knee surgery on that
Wow. 3 receivers to the right now, 2 to the left, and the Yellow Jackets getting so close right here, nearing midfield. Troy snaps, heads over toward the right, cuts back to the middle, got a little bit of room.
He's got a guy
receiver
wide open.
But the receiver, nice job right there by the defender to cut back. Tosses the ball, got a receiver behind everybody.
Oh!
No,
Missed the ball.
no.
Well, it was over his
Wow.
head. I don't know if he didn't boost in time or if that was just a genuine
He
overthrow.
was standing
Why?
still.
Okay, see, I couldn't tell from me zooming
Yeah.
up.
Why?
Wow.
It was there. That was a touchdown.
And that was Angelo. That was number 4 down there.
Down
What?
seven.
No, Angelo's on the other side.
I know,
Yeah.
but I'm telling you, he cut across the field.
Troy's going to snap over to the left, dance around, wait for a block, doesn't get it, but he jukes out Rayon. He's going up the sideline. He steps out of bounds. Yeah,
I'm telling you,
40
guys, this game right here is coming down to the
32
nitty-gritty.
seconds to go to the 40-yard line.
It's deja
And the
vu all
Yellow
over again.
Jackets are making a move.
Deja vu all
I don't care
over
what you
again.
say, guys. This is playoff football.
This is delivering.
Three
right here.
receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Snap, heads over toward the right side. Troy steps in, backs out as he's been doing all night. Waits for a block, gets it. Backs out again. Pit boss right
He's
in his
running out of
face. He's
time.
got Titans all over. Nice break. Throws it across the middle.
That's the best thing that could have happened on that play.
Behind his receiver. Yeah, because he would have been tackled in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was
You
great.
have to attack the sideline.
Just
here.
need to do
20
that a little
seconds.
quicker, man. He don't need to waste that much time trying to find
Yep.
something. If it's not there, you
Throw it
can't
out.
run it. You need to just get rid of the ball.
Yeah,
Yep,
they need.
20 seconds now.
I think they need about 10 more yards before they heave to the end zone. But the problem is, if you don't get it, the game's over.
Yep.
If you get tackled inbounds.
Down
Troy,
seven.
3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, as they've been this entire drive. Snap, steps in, backs out, dances around. He's got Titans
It's up.
in the
There it
middle of
is.
the field.
He's going
And
Tangent
it's
and
going to
Angelo.
have an opportunity.
That's out of the back.
Out of the back of the end zone.
That was that was incomplete out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, there's no way. I don't
That's gonna
think that
come
one
back.
stands.
Yeah, they might as well. They shouldn't even waste 1,000 minutes on this one.
1,000 minutes. But while they hopefully don't waste 1,000 minutes, Odyssey is an elite live music venue established originally in 2006, and it will continue to bring you the best that SL has to offer. Watch for weekly events at their Facebook group. Just simply search Odyssey, Odyessey. And finally, and the title sponsor of this amazing game tonight.
Yep, didn't
The
take it.
Shining Starlets Dance Troupe is an energetic, fun dance group that choreographs and performs dance showcases covering multiple genres and dance styles. They create sets and costumes to fit the event theme. The Starlets have danced for a variety of events, such as Relay for Life, 1 Billion Rising, and Second Life's birthday celebrations. For information on upcoming Shining Starlet
Yeah, we don't.
performances,
We're out of
you can
timeouts.
visit their Facebook page at www.facebook.com/ShiningStarlets or their blog at shiningstarlets.wordpress.com. To book the Starlets at your next event, contact Caden Piers in World today. That
Well,
wraps
here's
up
the
our
game.
sponsors, and the game is right here.
It's on
8
the line.
seconds to go. Game on the line.
One
Who
play.
wants it more? Still need a 2-point conversion.
First
if you're the
round of
Yellow Jackets. But
playoffs.
anyway, first round of the playoffs and a berth
I'm gonna
in
say
the NFC Championship game on the line in one play. Well, I mean,
I'm
it's
gonna
still
say touchdown, Dexter Fredericks. That's my
You're
prediction.
calling it?
I'm calling it.
I'm
saying
calling touchdown Angelo.
I'm calling incomplete pass.
Ooh, Rebel. Somebody's catching this, Matt.
Rebel.
Somebody's catching this.
Yo, but
I'm just
be
saying
that
it
as
could
it
be
may, first round of the playoffs, a
Downside,
spot in the NFC Championship game, it don't get any better than this.
Right,
He's
Troy.
rolling it.
Snaps, heads over to the right, dancing around, going to let everyone bunch in the end zone, tosses the ball up into the end zone, and it is
Intercepted.
And
Intercepted.
just right
Wow.
there, game ends. Gunny
Great
comes down
game.
with it, ends the game. Yellow Jackets attempt to come back. Titans snuff it out. Great game. Shining Starlet's game of the week. Everything we expected it to be, maybe even a little bit more. Congratulations to the Titans, 28. Yellow Jackets 20. Titans punch their
Yeah,
ticket
guys. Good game.
to the NFC Championship game next Sunday. Now, guys, we have to decide on player of the game, and we're also going to get them over here and chat with them a little bit
Pit
as
Boss is
well.
my vote.
We got to vote for Pitt. What you got, Syke?
I'm going to go with Rayon Sands leading that defensive front that really gave Troy trouble through 3.5 quarters before he ever really showed any signs of being able to penetrate and run.
Yeah, really good job by both of these men. I have to go with Pitt specifically for that run along the right side. Granted, it ultimately didn't matter because they got the ball back anyway. It's really kind of hard to pick because,
To struggle.
but I think you kind of have to go with Pitt in it, just kind of as default. I don't think that there was really Rayon did a really good job. Pitt did a great job on defense as well. Made the plays, of course, that you needed on offense. Made that big run ultimately. The Yellow Jackets did get the ball back, threw a couple interceptions, but I think you kind of have to give a nod to Pitt there. So, but we can bring them both over. We can talk to both of them if we want to. So Dre, if you want to IM,
I just
see if they want to come
Rayon's
over.
gonna come. Pitt said he's gonna come.
All right, so Rayon's going to come over, going to chat with us a little bit as the field starts to get set for tomorrow night's game, setting the other spot in the NFC Championship on the line. Bills against the Panthers. Mr. Syke Troglodyte's not going to be able to be in the booth with me because he's going to be on the field in that one. I'm looking forward to it. Highly anticipated rematch from the regular season. I'm going to see what happens in that game. But we should be getting Rayon here shortly as he is standing. He is inside of the wall. Let me turn my in-world on now so that I'll be able to hear. All right.
Sorry about that, Rayon.
Check. Can you hear? All right. It's like you got us.
Yep.
All right. Well, Rayon, congratulations, of course. Big win. Exciting game. It was the Shining Starlets game of the week. It was everything we expected. You had a great game on the defensive front. Very exciting down to the end. What did your guys call on that final drive where you guys had to keep them out of the end zone?
Basically just contain. Basically we said keep them out of the end zone, drop everybody back. It's dangerous rushing Troy with only 2 because as we've all seen, Troy has burnt 2 people more than once. But we felt it was safe that we were going to rush Troy with only 2 in that final pass and hope that our guys come down with everybody knew what was coming. Everybody knew the chuck up was coming. Y'all knew it, they knew it, just rush 2 and hope Troy don't burn us for 40 yards up the middle.
Yeah, definitely. You had an outstanding game on the defensive line in Troy's face, calling your name continually all night long. Talk a little bit about your performance. I know that you guys, you're one team. You came out as a team together. You don't really talk too much about individual efforts, but yours tonight played a huge role as far as containing Troy in the run game. Just talk about that a little bit.
Well, that was the whole idea, to contain Troy. And really, I'm usually not looking for the sack. I'm looking to try to feed the sack to one of my other 2 guys. Al Panuka on the line tonight. I want to give a couple shout outs too real quick. Al Panuka stepped up, had to come in off the bench. Pasta had to come in and play O-line in a playoff game. And those are 2 big things. But as far as my performance, I'm just trying to keep Troy in front of him and hope to feed him backwards to one of my other two guys. And he just kept stepping up on me. So.
Yeah, we saw. You were of course being in that D-line position. You're more of kind of that containment along the line. Want to really play that contain. You did that very well tonight. Dre, you have anything?
Nah, man, just a great game. Congratulations. Y'all played a well-fought game and deserved a victory here. Good job, guys.
It come down to the end, like always. It's the Yellow Jackets, but we played Troy in several playoff games before.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. You got Bills, you got Panthers tomorrow, Rayon. Who do you got, and who do you want to face in the NFC Championship game?
I would like to have them both disqualified. Give the spot to the Cobras.
There you go. Hey, I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. But congratulations again, man.
But
great
my
game.
prediction for tomorrow: Panthers by 3.
Oh, solid. I like people who actually will give their predictions, not cop out like that. That was good though. But like I said, congratulations. You did great. Great game. It was a shining starlets game of the week. Everything we expected it to be. Phenomenal. Look forward to seeing you guys in the NFC Championship game against whoever it is, Bills, Panthers. It's going to be a phenomenal game. Look forward to another great effort from you as well. Syke, do you have anything? You're over here with us.
No, I'm good. I'm just recording.
All right. Well, Dre said he doesn't. Syke said he doesn't. Rayon, any closing things you would like to say? Shout-outs, anything you want to give before we go off here?
One fist. Titans are one fist.
Solid. I like it. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for joining us here at the UFL field. I am Matt Assar. Mr. Dre Courts was with me. Syke on the stream doing a fantastic job. Congratulations to the Titans, winners in this game, 28-20, punching their ticket to the NFC Championship game. Their opponent to be decided tomorrow night here on this field at 6 p.m. SLT, where the Bills will take on the Panthers. We'll see you tomorrow night. You guys have a good one.